woman.
Woman. So, what's a sexual fantasy? Matter of fact, no. Let me. Would you No, dang, I skipped a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had a one night stand, and not like somebody that you've been talking to? Y'all been talking, y'all hung out, and then
So you mean like just met one day, fucked, and never talked again?
Like you met him at 10 p.m. and y'all fucking at 1 a.m. That same night, you like you have to meet him at the bar.
Yes, but then like the relationship transpired from there.
So you had a one night stand, and then y'all got in a relationship.
No, not into a relationship. We became like I became a brand ambassador for his brand.
Well, based on what you told me that your age was, you've lived a life.
I know. I say it all the time.
Like longer than probably mine.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you became a brand ambassador, but did y'all continue to like?
I'm like I think that's my problem. I've kind of like detached from like sex on a personal level, which is kind of a pro and a con. So now it's like if it's not work, I don't necessarily just want to fuck you, you know? Like I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think it's like a healthy thing. You know, I feel like you should be able to have sex because you actually enjoy somebody and you like somebody. But I'm a sapiosexual, so I feel like it takes more than that. Like,
describe what that is.
That's what?
Describe what that is.
A sapiosexual?
Yeah.
A sapiosexual is someone that is more attracted to like your mental. So like how you think, how you move, your intelligence, what you can teach them, things like that necessarily turn them on.
Okay.
So that's me. So I can't really like, unless it's work, I can't just like put my pants down and be ready to fuck, you know? Because I mean, if it's work, it's work. I know what I came here for. My coochie's already prepared, you're ready to go. My throat is trained, I'm ready for it, you know? But if it's like, oh, you're just texting me, you think I'm cute, you want me to pull up on you. No, it's just not my vibe. So like after we fucked the first time, and it was good too, but it was weird because he was like, I want to watch your videos. And I was like, wait, what? He said that he wants to fuck me while watching my videos, and I was like, are you a fan? Like, right. That's all I kept thinking about, like, am I fucking a fan? Like, yeah. For the free? Oh my God.
Right.
But, you know, so after we fucked the first time, it was cool. He just wanted to watch my videos, and I was like, okay, like, I don't like that. I'm not, it's like, I don't know. It kind of makes me weird. Like, if it's not work, I don't even want to talk about work. I don't want to, you know, I just separate the two. So, like, him, after that, I left, like, I think, like, that next morning, because we left the club at, like, 4, maybe smoking, and then I ended up leaving the next morning. And, he kept, like, texting me, kept, like, trying to chill, trying to smoke. I kept, like, dubbing him or whatever. And then he was like, oh, you know, my clothing line, I got a video shoot and photo shoot. I need you to model for him. Like, fuck it, I'm there. And then that was what the relationship was built off. Now he just called me if he needed for a photo shoot.
So y'all don't fuck with him?
No. He be trying to, but I don't. I've like hit it and quit it.
I'm gonna get to that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I am one of those people.
So since you're one of those people, I'm gonna ask it different. How many guys have you ghosted?
How many guys have I ghosted? Oh my God, you're gonna be such a horrible woman. All of them. I've ghosted almost every man that I don't think it's really ghosting because I can just, I guess, peep your intentions very early on, you know?
Okay.
I'm a longevity person. Like, even though in the industry, like, my goal is still to be married, a wife, you know, have a family. That's what I want to do. So it's like, you can always tell with men. Like, yes, even the men that's like, oh, let me take you out on a date and I'll buy you flowers. Even those men just be wanting to fuck. Don't get me wrong. But, like, you can tell the difference between a man that's like, oh, pull up to my crib right now at 1 a.m. and then to a man that wants to chill and take you to, like, brunch at 12 noon. You know? So I kind of, like, feel like it's that. I can always tell from the way men approach me, kind of like, yeah, it's not it. It's not going to work.
Gotcha.
You just want to fuck. And I wish people will kind of just say that. You know, like, I feel like everyone tries to beat on the bush, like, sell dreams to get in jeans, basically. Like, oh, I really like you. Your personality is so good. I want to be with you. When in reality, you just want to fuck. I mean, you can just say, I just want to fuck.
All right, so because girls say that they prefer honesty, right?
Mm-hmm. And you can say, I just want to fuck in a respectful way.
But you're not going to fuck them.
That's not true. Because I'm one of those people that I be just wanting to fuck sometimes. I don't want to have to pretend I miss you, or that I like you, or that I want to be with you. I just want you to come eat my cat off the bone, beat my back in, cuddle me for a little bit, and then go home.
Off the bone, right?
Off the bone.
What was your highest percentage month on OnlyFans?
My highest percentage.
Yeah.
Month.
Yeah.
What month did I shoot with? I would probably say.
No, but because like when you log into your OnlyFans, you can see your percentage on the top. You know that?
Yeah.
So
on what was, I would probably say mine would be October.
Okay.
Like from the following year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, October.
October, okay.
October and April, I make the most money.
Okay. So outside of content, like whatever, like business ventures, are you in, or do you want to get into?
Well, that I'm in, I'm a dialysis technician.
But that's your job, right?
Yeah.
But like what, like entrepreneur,
okay.
That do you want to do?
So that I'm in right now, I do nails.
Okay.
Tap in. I do nails. I want to start doing lashes, and I want to expand a clothing brand.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. I have like mixed signals about like partnering with somebody and running it together, or if I want to like start my own from scratch. But I do want to make clothes because I feel like I've always been into that. Like since I was young, I used to always like paint my shirts, cut my shirts, bleach them, bleach my jeans, stupid shit like that, you know? So I've always been into that. So I'd probably say definitely like designing clothes and doing eyelash extensions.
All right. So let's say that you was to meet yourself, right? So with the experience that you've gained, right, doing content, you just now met yourself. When you're about to start content, what advice would you give yourself when you first started?
What advice would I give myself? So like beginner me and me now?
So what advice would you now give beginner you?
Okay. I would probably say you don't have to buy lingerie every day. That's number one. Because, oh my God, I wasted so much money on fucking lingerie that I still haven't even touched yet. I guess it's a pro because I can still use it. But you don't need lingerie. You don't need 50,000 pieces of lingerie a week. And probably, let me think. Because I guess be more consistent. Because I bullshitted myself for a very long time.
Okay.
Because I was more like, not even worrying about what people would say, but more like subconscious, like about myself and like how I looked on camera, kind of.
Okay.
So I would kind of say like, don't compare yourself, be consistent. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. That's what I would say. Because I compared myself to so many different, not even like creators, but just like what was popping, like what was trending at the time. And I'm like, you're not into that. Why would you try that? Why are you trying to change you to fit someone else's criteria? Basically.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm telling myself.
So don't compare yourself to anyone else. Don't try to fit into anyone else's box. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, content wise?
5 years from now, content wise. I don't know. 5 years? I don't even want to still be doing content.
Okay. That's a good mindset to have. That means that
I want to be successful and over with this shit by the next 2 years, 3 years tops.
Gotcha. Do your friends and family know you do content?
Yes.
What have they said to you? When did you tell them, or did they find out on their own?
So my family did find out on their own. Specifically my mom. My ex sent a screenshot of me with nut all over my face to my mom.
His or somebody else?
Somebody else's.
Oh, you hating?
Yes, hating. Sent it to my mom. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't the first time. My brothers had found out first because I'm the only girl out of 5 boys.
Yeah, but they didn't send a picture of you with nut on your face.
Yeah, to my mom. You know, they were kind of just like, "What the fuck?" And my mom, more or less, was just like, "What the fuck is this?" That's all she kept saying.
Right.
And I was like, "It's soap. Right. It's acting. I swear it's soap." Right. And yeah, she didn't talk to me for because again, my parents are Muslim, so they're very conservative. They're very all that shit is not it. And my mom is also older, you know? So she is very square. Mm-hmm. So things like that, even just talking about strip clubs, and she's like, in my day we didn't do that. I'm like, I know. Right. But in today's age, we do. Right. So, yeah, my mom found out first. The worst way possible.
And what'd your dad say?
My dad was kind of I feel because he wasn't really in my life in my teenage years, mm-hmm. from him being in prison and shit, mm-hmm. I feel he just wanted to be supportive. So he was like, whatever you do, just do it with class. Right. He was like, if you're going to be doing that, just make sure you do it with the utmost respect for yourself, you know? And I was like, always. That's overstood. I don't need you to tell me that, you know? So my dad was probably the most supportive person. Mm-hmm. My mom, on the other hand, she was like, oh, girl. Still to this day. She'll ask about it, and she's like, well, what happened to your OnlyFans? And I'm like, oh, I'm still on, and I'll talk about it. And she's like, okay, that's... Okay. I'm like, okay, I got it.
So you ever been out and about in your city, or any city, and get recognized? Yo, I've seen you before.
Yes.
And what the energy, is it a guy, or is it guys or females that recognize you?
I would say it's typically guys. I do have some women, but the first time I got recognized by a woman, I wouldn't say it was in the best of ways. She was kind of we went to high school together, basically. Mm-hmm. And she went through something really traumatic, you know, with her baby daddy or whatever. And
you're of contact with her baby daddy?
No, of course not.
Don't say of course not.
No, she was just going through something really with her baby dad. She had posted on social media. And again, like I said, I'm a girl's girl. So if I see a woman going through anything, I don't care what it is, and I follow you, I'm going to slide up and I'm going to let you know, I'm here for you because I've been on the other side of the stick. And I know, sometimes, especially women, all we need is someone to genuinely be there. Even if I don't know you on a personal level, you ain't got to tell me all your damn business, but just so you know that someone is here listening. So I feel that, I messaged her, oh, you know, I see what's going on. I see your face, you know, you're all bruised up and shit. I'm here for you. You need someone to talk to. You want to go get help. You know, I'll take you. You don't have to do it by yourself. But it's hard for women to speak out and actually get help when they're in abusive relationships. So I picked her up. We were talking and shit. And she was kind of I'm not going to lie. The reason why I stopped talking to you for 3+ years and stopped being your friend was because you did OnlyFans. And I was like, seriously? And she was like, yeah. And now, to this day, she wants to work with me. And I'm like, no, fool.
Does she do OnlyFans now?
You know, crazy how the world works. You stop being my friend. And I'm that friend, I don't need, even with my best friend, and my best friend, she is in the industry now. Mm-hmm. But, prior to her not, you know, just on her solo shit, solo work or whatever. But prior to that, I never brought that around my friends or my family, who that I'm around. Unless you're in the industry, I won't even talk about it to you. Because, you can't relate. You're not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. And a lot of people get uncomfortable. You know, I realize sex workers, obviously, we're comfortable talking about sex or, you know, asking somebody if you want to fuck so we can work together. Square people, they're not the same. They look I've even tried to, I was talking to this girl and she was more square. And, because I say vulgar things, even, if I'm playing, she was kind of you're always saying off the wall shit. And I was like, it's my personality. What the fuck?
Yeah, what are you expecting me?
Yeah, what do you really expect? Well, you don't have to talk about it all the time. I'm like, well, money makes the world go round. So, yeah, I'm talking about it. Mm-hmm. I'm always talking about it.
Right.
But, you know, I think men, though, for the most part, recognize me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. Would you consider yourself submissive or dominant sexually?
Dominant.
You're dominant?
I prefer to be dominant.
Okay. Okay. I don't get that, but okay.
You don't get that from me? You think I get pillow princess?
No. So submissive just means that you follow the lead of the person that you're having sex with.
I like to, but I also like to lead.
Okay.
I guess I don't know how to explain it. I wouldn't say I'm submissive. I'm just more of a pleaser.
Okay.
So like I kind of learn you and pay attention to you.
Mm-hmm.
So that it does seem like I'm leading, but it's like a manipulation tactic. In reality, I'm in control of all of this.
Gotcha. So what sexual fantasy do you have that you have not done yet?
Being dominated.
Explain.
Like gag balls, whips. I brought it. But gag balls, whips, like real domination. I want to get dominated. And I haven't had that yet. I feel like everybody's kind of scared, you know?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
And a lot of females that I've spoken to, and it's more in a safe space, right?
Mm.
Do you have a rape fantasy?
I wouldn't say a rape fantasy.
What would you say then?
I would say like again, like just being dominated because I don't like to feel like I don't have a say so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I feel like sometimes the rape fantasy is like the girl's like, no, please, no.
Right.
And they're still going. Like,
Right.
I don't want to be in that situation ever. Whether it's real life or for play, I don't want that situation. I just want to feel like overpowered but in a respectful way.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Gotcha. So, and I know you have one, and don't front like you don't have one, right? What's your toxic trait? Be honest with yourself.
My toxic trait, self-realization. Shout out to my therapist. It would be...
You got a therapist?
Oh, of course I got a therapist. You don't have a therapist?
No. I'm not from that era.
Me either, but I had to join the crew because...
No, you're from the era. You. When I say era, I mean age. So you're from the having a therapist era.
No, a lot of people are in denial of having therapists.
You're young. Like there's like virtual therapists. Like there's a lot of... Nah.
Yeah, I guess the day and age, yes. Yeah. I am a part of that generation, yes.
I'm from the era where you gotta just...
Thug it out.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah.
That's really what I was raised on, but then I realized just
especially
until recently...
Muslim too.
Huh?
Especially having Muslim parents, they don't believe in no therapy.
Exactly, but that's why. My parents are the reason why I have a fucking therapist. Because I swear, I was like, am I thriving or am I just surviving? Mm-hmm. And my therapist was like, you're just surviving, poop. And I was like, okay, got it. Let me get right. But my toxic trait would be that I'm overly possessive and I crave chaos.
So, let me ask you a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
About the chaos part.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you and your boyfriend or you're in a relationship with somebody,
mm-hmm.
and y'all are, watching TV but not talking as much, right? You're gonna create an argument.
No.
So that's chaos.
No, chaos in the sense of my life, not in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos meaning like there's been instances where I feel like I don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Basically, like in my life, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just going day by day. And I feel lost. And my therapist told me that the reason why you feel lost is because for once in your life, there's not 50,000 things going on that you have to figure out. Mm-hmm. For once, you have some type of peace, some type of like stability, more mm-hmm. or less, from mentally to physically. To the point that it confuses you because I'm not used to it. Mm-hmm. So when I say that, craving chaos, I mean like I'm used to shit. I crave for things to go left. I'm always thinking of the worst. Whether if it's okay, this is gonna go left, it's not gonna fall through, this is gonna go wrong. I crave that because that's what I'm used to. Things going wrong.
Okay.
Instead of thinking on the positive side, like, okay, this is gonna fall through. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be all green. And then she's like, okay, it's because you crave chaos. You're used to things not going your way, things just being all over the place. And for once in your life, now finally you have like a breath of fresh air. You know what the fuck to do with it.
Gotcha.
I'm like, I don't.
Gotcha. So
in relationships, I'm unproblematic, except for the possessiveness. That's when the overly possessiveness comes in.
but that's in a relationship you're supposed to be possessive. I would say.
In a respectful and healthy way, though, because I can be like, not the helicopter girlfriend, but
What is that? What is that?
a helicopter girlfriend is like someone that hovers over everything that you do, that you say. I'm that girlfriend a little bit. I try not to be, but I am. So it's like, for instance, let's say like with social media, because social media plays a big part in, like, I'm going through followers, I'm checking likes, I just am hovering, basically. And that can be much, because I feel like in social media, we so damn grown. Like, why the fuck does it matter if I like the bitch's picture? But in my head, it's a problem. Seriously.
Every female has a problem.
Yeah.
You ever cheated on somebody in your relationship with?
Cheated first or cheated worse?
Cheated first.
No.
Cheated worse?
I've cheated worse, but I never cheat first.
What's treated? So, like, what did you do worse? Like, how did you cheat worse?
So, like, the ex I was talking about, you know how I was saying he was on the dating sites, all that shit. That's basically cheating, right?
Right.
Okay. So that was the cheating first. My cheating worse was, you keep degrading me, saying I'm embarrassing, disgusting, all these things because I'm doing OnlyFans. Well, while me and him were living together, I ended up going to Houston every single weekend. I was in a whole separate relationship with somebody else while he was at home watching our dog.
Did the one in Houston know?
No. About the boyfriend?
Yeah.
No.
So you were the problem.
I wasn't the problem. I was a solution. If you don't want to be with me and you think that you're degrading one thing, I'm going to go to someone that's praising that same thing.
No, but you're also the person that you're cheating with didn't know that they were the side nigga.
Well, kind of. He did kind of know. I posted my boyfriend all the time. All the time. He knew. Because he went through my phone. And that's why he started talking to me. I always get caught. They go through my phone and I don't delete everything.
How did you get your phone, though?
Because I fall asleep.
And you don't have a lock on your phone? Like,
I tell them my password.
Why?
Well, when they need it. Like, if they need to, like, change the song or
Why do they need your... No, you can change the song without... No, you're wild. You're wild.
I literally always, every time...
How about New York your phone?
Albany.
Yeah, that's probably why.
No,
A New York City girl is not going to do that, bro.
I'll be giving... That's the thing, though. I'm a disrespectful. This is an upstate thing. I'm disrespectful. I'm not going to hide it from you. If I'm cheating, doing foul shit, I want you to see it. That's why I never deleted a message. I never deleted a picture. Nothing. Like, from New Year's on, me and the person in Houston spent every weekend together. He was paying for me and my friends to come out to Houston every single weekend. And my ex should have called the fuck on. Like, why is my bitch going to another city every weekend? Paid for.
Nah, he didn't catch on because he was doing other shit in whatever city y'all was living in. Yeah, he was doing his job.
Oh, I know it. You know that I was dumb. So when you play with my intelligence, I have to show you how smart I actually am. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna and that's the thing too. Everybody tries to hide and delete, they'll cheat and go delete all the messages, or you know what I'm saying, block the bitch. I don't do all that. I want you to see it so you can be as hurt as I am. Which is not good, but
that's toxic.
Yeah, I do.
Evil.
I'm not evil.
That's evil.
It's not evil. What's your most toxic trait?
I don't know.
Oh.
Somebody will have to tell me, because I don't know.
See, that's toxic trait. You're not.
Nah, because...
Self-realization is a very healthy trait. And you don't self-realize the things that you do that are toxic?
Because maybe I'm not trying to be toxic.
I don't be trying to be toxic either. I didn't realize that being overly possessive was toxic until people told me that. Because my therapist says, you don't own them. they're not your property.
Which
you
is
know?
true.
It is true. And in my head, I'm like, well, duh, but I love them and they're mine. They belong to me. And she's like, problem right there, girl.
And then you find a therapist?
Yep. No, I can save therapist.
So we're gonna play a game called How Freaky Are You? Right? So I'm gonna ask you. You gotta answer these questions fast. Like you can't think about it and stuff, right?
Okay.
So facial or swallow?
Swallow.
Spit or swallow?
Swallow. What?
Okay. I know how part 2 gonna end.
Yeah.
Car sex or shower sex?
Neither.
Quickie or long sex?
Long sex.
Giving head or receiving?
Giving.
Morning or daytime sex?
Daytime sex.
Anal or fisting?
Fisting, nothing's going in my ass. Wait, fisting like in my vagina or in my ass?
No, in your vagina.
Okay.
Like somebody.
You
got fisted before? I don't know.
You've been inside of me. Do you think that a fist can fit?
I don't know.
No.
No. A baby comes out of a female's vagina, so I'm pretty sure a fist could get in there. Right?
If you can barely get in there, I don't think a fist or a baby is going to fit.
So you don't play.
First of all, with babies, it takes time before your body even is ready for that.
Right. So once you're retired from content, right? How many kids are you planning to have?
7.
What?
7.
7? Why 7? Why that number?
I want 7 kids.
There's a reason. Like I'm asking. What's the reason?
I want a big family. I come from 6. I'm the last of 5 boys.
Okay. 7 kids. You think that you can push out 7 joints? When are you gonna start tomorrow? Like when you gonna start?
I don't think I'm gonna carry all 7.
Are you gonna get like what's it called, surrogate?
Probably a surrogate.
Okay, like Beyonce.
Yes.
That's expensive. Though.
Beyonce has a surrogate?
I think she
No, she doesn't. Kim Kardashian.
Somebody had a surrogate. I know one of them rich people.
It's not Beyonce. Beyonce carried.
One of them. Not all of them.
Yeah, no.
Not all.
How many kids she got? I thought it was only Blue.
Wait, what?
Beyonce only has 1 kid.
Beyonce has 3 kids, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they have a son that's the youngest. And they just not show they just not showing the second daughter.
I can keep up with Beyonce. She's super
Because
perfect.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, if I'm wrong, leave it in the comments. But I believe that after Blue, the next 2, they're twins. The boy and the girl. If I'm not mistaken. And
I think I saw that on TikTok or something like that.
Yeah.
That she had twins, but I did not know that.
Yeah.
You know Beyonce don't post her kids so they grown and shit. So.
Yeah. Because I think this daughter looks more like Jay-Z.
All her fucking kids look like Jay-Z.
Yeah. So
that would make me so mad. Jay-Z's so damn ugly. Blue is beautiful. Oh my God, he's so damn ugly. 7 kids. I could see it. I could see me like, my crew, let's go.
So, as far as content goes, right? What do you think makes you successful? Because we had a conversation and you said that you can quit your job if you want to. So what makes your content successful? Like what makes your content good? Let's say.
I think because I'm me.
Explain this.
Like I feel like obviously like us all in the industry, we all kind of doing the same thing, but I realized like it doesn't matter what you're doing, it's who doing it. So like when I first started my OnlyFans, I feel like I wasn't gonna make money because the way San Antonio is so set up, it's so big but small. It's local. Like in San Antonio, I'd probably be considered like the local that made it out, if anything.
But you're not from San Antonio. You're from Auburn.
Yeah, I'm not. But everybody in San Antonio knows me from like clubbing, partying, OnlyFans. Everyone knows me. You know, social media, it's small. So I feel like a lot of my fans, before I started, like, actually networking in different states, fuck cities, states, a lot of my fans were locals.
Mhm.
And I didn't realize that it doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I'm fucking eating a taco or playing with my coochie, they just want to see me doing some freaky shit,
Mhm.
So I feel like that's what kind of makes it sell, is because it's me.
Mhm.
And also because, like, I'm not afraid to do what most females are. Like, I feel like the last video that I did that really, like, did numbers, and not even just like threesomes or, like, woman and women. So I've done a foursome with obviously all women. I've done a threesome with a woman, and a man. And I've done a threesome with two males and a woman. And I feel like that is one of the main things, because I feel like a lot of women, they have that, I guess, that thought in their mind that kind of wonders, like, damn, I would fuck two guys at the same time.
Mhm.
But they don't, because they're scared of what people are going to say.
Right.
I was one of those women too. Don't get me wrong. For a long time, I was like, I would never let two guys fuck me. A train? Oh, no. And then, next thing you know.
Let me ask you a question, right? Because I had this on one of my interviews.
Mm.
If it's two guys and just one female, is it a train or is it a threesome?
Call it whatever you want to call it, honestly. Because I realize a lot of people ask me that, like, oh, you let someone run a train? I'm like, huh?
Right.
No, I just fucked two guys at the same time. And then I'm like, well, because I don't know. I feel like from when I was young and, like, in high school, what I know of a train is when it's just like stroke, like one guy stroke, stroke, stroke. Okay, you get past the next guy, like, because it was in the sense of us shooting content. My first and only, like, train or threesome, whatever you want to call it, with two males and I was only female. You know how it kind of is when it comes to working. Like, the first, like, hour was just like me giving head to one guy and that guy, penetrating me, and then we took a break. I went and freshened up because I don't play all that. But I freshened up, and then we went to the next scene where the guy switched.
Gotcha.
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 So I don't know. I don't know the difference, honestly. I don't care. You can say I got trained, I had a threesome. I enjoyed it.
right.
Because that was like a kink that I didn't know that I had.
Well, because that's what kind of got, like, my attention. Because I'm like, okay, she's on camera with two guys. She might be able to handle me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So.
But, like, I didn't realize that I was into that until I started actually realizing, like, giving head turns me on.
Right.
Like, I can full on come from just giving head. You don't even have to touch me at all.
We about to make it. All right. So
I'm just saying.
So is that the only time that you've done anything that involves two guys at the same time, like on or off camera? Like, that's the only time that you have done that?
I've done it one other time, and it was two guys and then two girls. And it was like I was getting back shots. The guy and the other girl were in missionary, but, like, while they were missionary, I was in back shots, like head in the middle, licking her clit.
Gotcha.
But I guess in that specific sense, like, just two guys and a woman. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if you watch a lot of other people's content.
Yeah.
So name a female that you would love to collab with that you haven't collabed with yet.
Rich Des. You know who that is?
You told me.
Yeah.
But you know that person.
Yeah, I do know her person.
Somebody that you don't know.
And I don't know, Jasmine Banks.
Okay. And a guy.
J-Mac.
Who the fuck is that?
The white guy.
Oh, the letter J.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, J-Mac.
The letter J, M-A-C.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. He been around before I ever started doing this.
I need to expand my races. Everyone thinks that I'm, like, racist, that I don't fuck black guys. And I'm like,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's kind of true.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
It's kind of true. Don't attack me. I'm scared to fuck a white man.
Right.
I don't want to get salmonella.
So I think we kind of wait. What?
I like my meat cooked. I don't want to get salmonella. It's raw. It's pink. I'm scared.
So on that note, think I got all the questions out of the way. So if y'all been here before, so y'all know what's about to happen. We're about to go into part 2. So make sure you check out part 2 on my site, my platform, and also her platforms. I'm about to see how much she enjoys giving head, and if we can make her come from giving head, maybe. So part 2 coming up. Peace out.